Welcome to Spectrum of Wisdom, where we illuminate the wonders of the natural world. In today's episode, we're diving beneath the waves to explore the vibrant and fascinating life of the common clownfish. Known for their striking orange and white coloration, these charismatic creatures have captivated audiences worldwide, not just for their beauty, but also for their unique behaviors and intricate relationships with sea anemones. Join us as we journey into the blue, uncovering the secrets of the common clownfish and revealing why this small, yet remarkable fish plays such a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of our ocean ecosystems. Stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe to Spectrum of Wisdom for more enlightening content. Let's dive in. Dive into the vibrant underwater world, and you'll meet the Ocellaris clownfish, Amphiprion ocellaris, a captivating marine creature that's far more than just a common clownfish. This fascinating species belongs to the Pomacentridae family, a diverse group that includes the enchanting clownfishes and damselfishes. What makes the Ocellaris clownfish truly unique is its color variations, which depend on its geographical location. In the northern parts of Australia, Southeast Asia, and Japan, you can find a striking variant with a sleek black body adorned with white bands. Meanwhile, the oceans also house an orange or red-brown variant, distinguished by three similar white bands encircling its body and head. But how do you differentiate the Ocellaris clownfish from other species in the Amphiprion genus? The secret lies in the number of their pectoral rays and dorsal spines. These fish are known to grow up to 110 millimeters long, with females typically larger than males. The life cycle of the Ocellaris clownfish is a fascinating journey. Upon hatching, they make the ocean surface their home. But as they transition into the juvenile stage, they descend to the ocean floor, seeking shelter in a host anemone. Once they find their anemone, they form a symbiotic relationship, a beautiful testament to the harmony of nature. So, the next time you think of the Ocellaris clownfish, remember, it's not just a fish, but a remarkable story of survival and symbiosis in the vast ocean. The Ocellaris clownfish, scientifically known as Amphiprion ocellaris, is a member of the class Actinopterygiae, a broad group that encompasses bony teleost fish and other ray-finned fish. This species holds the distinction of being the most basal species in the Amphiprion genus, which shares a close relationship with the Premnes genus. Interestingly, the Ocellaris clownfish's closest ancestor is the orange clownfish, Amphiprion percula. It's believed that A. ocellaris began to specialize after diverging from the Premnes genus. Scientific evidence supports the idea that all clownfish within the Amphiprion genus initially had the ability to withstand the stings of only one type of anemone. However, as further speciation occurred, the 28 different species of clownfish, including A. ocellaris, evolved to resist the poisonous stings of a variety of anemone species. This is a testament to the incredible adaptability and resilience of these vibrant marine creatures. The common clownfish, a petite marvel of the sea, grows up to a modest size of 11 centimeters. Its body, with its round profile and lateral compression, takes on an oval shape and a stocky appearance. The fish sports a vibrant orange to reddish-brown color, although in certain regions like the Northern Territory in Australia, it can also be found in a striking black hue. What makes this fish truly stand out are the three vertical white stripes adorning its body, each outlined with a delicate black line. The first stripe is located just behind the eye, the second broadens towards the head in the middle of the body, and the third encircles the caudal peduncle. All its fins are also elegantly outlined with a fine black line. However, the common clownfish is often mistaken for its close relative, Amphiprion percula, due to their similar color patterns. The key difference lies in the thickness of the black outlines and the taller dorsal fin of the common clownfish, which typically possesses 11 dorsal fin spines compared to the 10 spines in Amphiprion percula. So, while they may appear identical at first glance, a closer look reveals the unique characteristics that distinguish these two species. The Ocellaris clownfish, a species that adds a splash of color to the underwater world, is found in the eastern Indian Ocean and the western Pacific Ocean. As previously mentioned, they also inhabit the waters of northern Australia, Southeast Asia, and Japan. Typically, these fish form small communities on the outer slopes of reefs or within the safety of sheltered lagoons, never venturing deeper than 15 meters. Their homes are not just any random spot in the ocean, but specific sea anemones, Heteractis magnifica, Sticodactyla gigantea, and Sticodactyla mertensi. The relationship between the Ocellaris clownfish and these anemones is a beautiful example of symbiosis in nature. The anemones provide the clownfish with protection and a safe place to live, while the clownfish bring food to the anemones and help keep them clean. It's a partnership that benefits both parties, showcasing the intricate and harmonious connections that exist within our planet's diverse ecosystems. The Ocellaris clownfish, or Amphiprion ocellaris, leads a fascinating life that's perfectly adapted to its vibrant underwater world. This species is diurnal, meaning it's active during the day and rests at night. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Ocellaris clownfish is its protandrous hermaphroditism. In this extraordinary biological process, individuals born as males have the ability to change their sex to female during their lifetime. This adaptation plays a crucial role in their social structure, which is organized as a harem with a clear dominance hierarchy. Each fish has a specific rank within the group, and this social order is strictly maintained. The Ocellaris clownfish is fiercely territorial, a trait that's vital for its survival in the competitive marine environment. However, despite its bold nature, it's completely dependent on its sea anemone. This relationship is a beautiful example of mutualism, where both the clownfish and the anemone benefit from each other's presence. The anemone provides the clownfish with protection and a home, while the clownfish brings food and helps keep the anemone clean. It's a delicate balance, showcasing the intricate interdependencies that make our ocean ecosystems so diverse and resilient. The Ocellaris clownfish, or Amphiprion ocellaris, shares a remarkable symbiotic relationship with sea anemones, relying on them for shelter and protection. This relationship is crucial for the survival of the clownfish, especially when it comes to safeguarding their nests. When out in the open waters, the clownfish faces a higher risk of predation, making the safety provided by the anemone all the more vital. The clownfish contributes to this symbiosis by promoting the health of the sea anemones. It's believed that the fanning behavior of the clownfish and its removal of parasites from the anemone enhances the anemone's well-being. In return, the anemone provides protection with its stinging tentacles. However, the clownfish is immune to these stings thanks to a protective mucus layer. The presence of the clownfish can also be beneficial for the anemone in other ways. It can act as a lure, attracting potential prey close to the anemone's tentacles. Additionally, the clownfish can defend the anemone against certain reef fishes that might attempt to eat the anemone's tentacles. This intricate relationship between the clownfish and the anemone is a fascinating example of mutualism, where both species benefit from each other's presence. Indeed, social systems can be seen as a society organized by a characteristic pattern of relationships. The Ocellaris clownfish, or Amphiprion ocellaris, is a fascinating example of this. They form specific social hierarchies within their societies, creating a complex social structure beneath the waves. These social hierarchies result in competition as individuals strive to move between different levels of society. This competition isn't limited to adults, it's seen across various age groups, making their social dynamics all the more intriguing. It's a testament to the complexity and sophistication of social structures in the animal kingdom, even among species we might not typically associate with such intricate social behavior. Research has indeed indicated a correlation between the size of the clownfish group and the size of their anemone patch. However, this correlation doesn't necessarily mean that subordinate group members have fewer resources. It's more likely that the size of the anemone patch influences the interactions of the dominant group member. An experiment was conducted to understand the mechanism behind the positive correlation between group size and patch size. The scientists proposed that this correlation is an indirect result of the positive relationship between the size of the dominant group member and the size of the anemone. The size of the dominant group member limits the group size because it restricts the growth of the subordinate group members. This data suggests that the correlation between patch size and group size doesn't necessarily imply a decrease in resources for group members who are subordinate to the dominant group member. Instead, it highlights the complex dynamics within these underwater societies, where the size of the dominant individual and their anemone home play a crucial role in shaping the group's structure. The Ocellaris clownfish, or Amphiprion ocellaris, is an omnivore, feeding on a diet that includes both plankton and algae. However, the feeding behavior of these fish is influenced by the hierarchy within their groups. The smaller, less dominant fish often face aggression from the more dominant fish. This aggression results in the smaller fish having less energy to forage for food. Consequently, they usually do not eat as much as the dominant fish do. This is not only due to their reduced energy levels but also because of the increased danger they face when they leave their anemone, given their smaller size. In other words, the larger fish will usually travel farther than the smaller fish in search of food. Generally, the diet of A. ocellaris includes algae, copepods, and zooplankton. This fascinating feeding behavior is yet another example of the complex dynamics within the underwater societies of these vibrant marine creatures. The ocellaris clownfish, or Amphiprion ocellaris, exhibits reproductive behaviors that are characteristic of all anemonefish. They have a monogamous mating system, meaning each individual has only one mate. During their spawning process, both males and females display similar levels of aggressiveness. This is a fascinating aspect of their behavior, reflecting the competitive nature of their underwater world. Moreover, there's a reproductive hierarchy that exists within their societies, which is determined by age and sex. This hierarchy plays a crucial role in their social dynamics, influencing everything from their feeding behavior to their interactions with other members of the group. In essence, the reproductive behaviors of the ocellaris clownfish offer a glimpse into the complex and intricate social structures that exist beneath the waves. It's a testament to the adaptability and resilience of these vibrant marine creatures, who have evolved to thrive in their unique ecological niche. While there isn't extensive data on the reproduction of the ocellaris clownfish, Amphiprion ocellaris, we can glean some insights from the behaviors observed in all anemonefish. These fascinating creatures have monogamous mating systems and are fiercely territorial of their anemone homes. During spawning, males become more aggressive and exhibit behaviors to attract females, such as biting, chasing, and fin extension. Prior to spawning, the male prepares the nest near the anemone, ensuring the protective tentacles of the anemone can safeguard the nest. Once the nest is ready, the male lures the female to it, and she begins the spawning process. Over the course of 1 to 2 hours, she lays her eggs and then leaves the nest for the male to fertilize. The eggs take approximately 6 to 8 days to hatch, although this period can be influenced by water temperature. Given the external fertilization process, males typically assume the responsibility of caring for the eggs. This includes eating fungi-infected or infertile eggs to keep the nest clean, and fanning the eggs to provide them with necessary oxygen. This intricate reproductive process is a testament to the complex and fascinating life cycle of these vibrant marine creatures. Indeed, all anemonefish, including the ocellaris clownfish, are protandrous hermaphrodites. This means they first develop into males and have the ability to transform into females later in life. Within an anemonefish social group living in the same anemone, the female is the dominant and largest member. She is followed by the dominant male, while the rest of the anemonefish remain non-reproductive. In one experiment, 3 juvenile anemonefish were observed in a tank over a month. The researchers noted signs of dominance such as aggressive or appeasing behaviors, occupation of territory in the tank, and body mass increase. The dominant fish grew larger compared to lower-ranked fish, suggesting that the lower-ranked fish experienced growth suppression. Additionally, differences in the levels of certain steroids in the fish suggested that lower-ranked individuals also experienced reproductive suppression. Another experiment demonstrated the fluidity of the anemonefish social structure. When a female anemonefish was removed from the anemone, the dominant male transformed into a female. The next highest-ranked male then moved up the dominance hierarchy to become the dominant male. This shows how females use aggressive dominance behavior to control the males, preventing the formation of other females. Similarly, dominant males prevent juvenile males from mating. These fascinating behaviors highlight the complex social dynamics within anemonefish societies. In their natural habitats, the false percular clownfish, or Amphiprion ocellaris, typically form symbiotic relationships with the anemones Heteractis magnifica and Sticodactyla gigantea. These anemones provide the clownfish with protection and a safe place to live, while the clownfish brings food to the anemones and helps keep them clean. However, when kept in captivity in a reef aquarium, the false percular clownfish has been observed to form relationships with other species of anemone, such as Intagmia quadricolor. This adaptability showcases the resilience and versatility of these fascinating marine creatures. Interestingly, clownfish may also adopt surrogate hosts in the absence of an anemone. These can include Euphyllia divisa, xenia coral, and others. This behavior further highlights the clownfish's ability to adapt to different environments and circumstances, ensuring their survival in a variety of conditions. It's a testament to the intricate and harmonious connections that exist within our planet's diverse ecosystems. The Ocellaris clownfish, or Amphiprion ocellaris, is indeed a popular choice in the tropical fish aquarium trade. However, only certain colors are in high demand, reflecting the aesthetic preferences of the market. In addition to their role in the aquarium trade, Ocellaris are also valuable in research due to their ease of breeding. This makes them an ideal species for studying various aspects of marine biology, from reproductive behaviors to symbiotic relationships. However, this high demand has had a negative impact on the population of Ocellaris due to overexploitation. This is a significant concern for conservationists, as it threatens the sustainability of these vibrant marine creatures in their natural habitats. It's a stark reminder of the need for responsible practices in both the aquarium trade and scientific research to ensure the survival and well-being of these fascinating creatures. The beloved characters Marlin and his son Nemo, as well as Marlin's late wife Coral, from the animated films Finding Nemo and its sequel, Finding Dory, are indeed Ocellaris clownfish. These films have undoubtedly contributed to the popularity of this species, both in the aquarium trade and in popular culture. They've brought the vibrant underwater world of the Ocellaris clownfish to life for audiences around the globe. However, it's important to remember that while these characters are endearing, the real-life fish are a vital part of our marine ecosystems and need to be protected and conserved. Embarking on the journey of keeping a common clownfish in an aquarium is a thrilling adventure that requires a keen eye and careful attention to several factors. The size of the tank depends on the number of clownfish you plan on hosting. Some clownfish relish in the company of their kind, while others prefer the solitude of pairs. For instance, the adorable Nemo clownfish requires about 20 gallons of water for a pair. Remember, these little creatures aren't fans of strong lighting and can comfortably reside in a 10-gallon tank or larger. Clownfish share a beautiful symbiotic relationship with anemones. They rely on anemones for protection against predators. The anemones serve as their brave guardians with their poisonous tentacles. So, when setting up your aquarium, consider hosting anemones to ensure your clownfish thrive. Clownfish bask in moderate to strong lighting. Ensure the light shines for around 8 hours per day. This not only keeps your clownfish happy but also maintains the health of the algae inside the host anemones. Contrary to what you might think, clownfish in an aquarium don't require frequent feeding. A meal 2 to 3 times a week suffices. They enjoy a variety of live and frozen foods. To mimic their natural habitat, the aquarium needs special salt water. Regularly change about 10% of the water weekly and keep an eye on toxin levels. Aim for a pH level between 8.2 and 8.6. To keep your clownfish content, consider adding live plants and live sand to their environment. With good care, proper maintenance, and feeding, your clownfish can accompany you for 6 to 10 years. So, if you're smitten by the charming Nemo, let's embark on this exciting journey of setting up your home tank. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of the common clownfish. We've journeyed through their vibrant underwater habitats, explored their fascinating behaviors, and unraveled the mysteries of their unique biology. From their symbiotic relationship with sea anemones to their extraordinary ability to change sex, the common clownfish truly is a marvel of the marine world. We hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as we have, and that you've gained a newfound appreciation for these colorful and charismatic creatures. Remember, here at Spectrum of Wisdom, we believe that knowledge is like a rainbow. The more you know, the more colorful your world becomes. So, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep adding colors to your spectrum of wisdom. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the spectrum of wisdom. Goodbye and take care.